Autism, and today, welcome to a project breakdown because I am bored. I have nothing to do in life. I'm still in the writing phase of my second, personal project, or next personal project or whatever. I'm also doing some stuff for my school announcements. So, yeah, but nothing's happening sort of right now. So, yeah. And plus, my parents kind of want to know what I'm doing, because that's from a little thing. So, you know what? I'm doing a little project breakdown, so, yeah. Oh, it's 9:58 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm going to be editing this in Premiere Pro, the whole, this video, and yeah. Since, we're doing Adobe stuff in my school announcements, so yeah, and plus I get to learn about Adobe stuff, which is basically an industry standard. So who cares? Who cares? This is a project breakdown. I'm not supposed to break down the video itself. Just this whole project, not the video that I'm editing in. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is basically the whole Adventure Gaming HQ project. And this little project breakdown, I'm mispronouncing. Alright, so yeah. In this project breakdown, I'm not gonna focus too much on the scripting phase, though I'll be mentioning it a little bit, of course, since yeah, it's I basically talk a lot, as with most video essays. That's how video essays are formatted. So yeah. I won't be focusing on the script itself. I already know it's a bit off. I'm not that good at intros and outros. But yeah, I'll be more focusing on the edits themselves, how these videos are put together, because yeah. As you probably may have noticed that my audio script and my music is on the 4th and 5th audio track. That's because it's DaVinci Resolve doesn't it's kind of weird with some stuff. When I insert an audio track instantly, it just goes to the when you insert a track of videos, it immediately goes to the first track, and that is a little okay. The stroke is a bit weird. I don't know why it's like that. I think the updates have changed how the stroke is, but yeah, it's definitely not like that. But yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, so for the first thing, it's basically just this. It's a simple introduction, not much of a thing happening. I will say though, I'm pretty sure this is no, this is not keyframe. Okay, so this is what's the effect? Oh, Gaussian blur. Okay, so it's been a while since I've messed around. So yeah. Okay, so probably might have okay, I should probably explain one thing that may not be obvious from the get-go, and that's where are the keyframes? Over here. There's a key, I mean, this thing, HHQ creeper, which I say, this little creeper thing, and this little thing, this cute little idiot. Anyway, yeah, there's no keyframes over here. There's no keyframes, but they're moving. They're keyframed, of course. They're moving right over here. Alex, it's a Minecraft YouTube. Okay, that's a bit playback's a bit off, but who started? Yep, they're moving. What the heck? What's going on? Oh, what's this? Another Gaussian blur. It doesn't matter. So why are these things moving? Well, this is actually a workaround from a sort of missing sort of feature or glitch or something. So basically, position frames could not be eased. I could probably put a demonstration right now. Right now in the DaVinci Resolve 17.4, we could you could basically place two position keyframes and then basically ease them. Before that, you could not do that. So I basically turned everything into a fusion clip, and open this up over here and grab a transform node over here. And yeah, that's basically
Gaming HQ, also known as Alex.
Yeah, that's the zoom out. This is the moving around, all that stuff. And here's the spline for this thing. Hold on, let me right there. The which one is it? I'm pretty sure, yeah. This pink is more position, while this is zoom or size, as it's called in Fusion. So yeah, that's basically just a workaround. It was such a I hated it. Thank God we have 17.4 now, which addressed this thing. So any future projects in DaVinci Resolve should be easier for me. I don't have to waste resources, because this is using the DaVinci Fusion engine, which uses a lot more resources, so that's fun. And this is just since we're just doing zoom in these three clips, these three green clips, it's just, yeah, I can just do that easy peasy. I should probably turn this off. I don't need to that's basically yeah, snapping. Yeah, it's just zooming, doesn't matter. I can just in zooming I can basically ease in and out. Yeah, basically easy. Right there, right there. Yeah. I don't know why position just does not have it until 17.4. They finally made a change about that. So yeah. This basically is simple, so small transition showing the videos of Adventure Gaming HQ. So yeah. Oh yes, this little color grade thing. For some reason, when I'm exporting this on the H264 codec, or just any, yeah, just H264 codec, this footage would be blocky. Like the sky would be blocky and everything. Apparently, DaVinci Resolve does not have a good H264 renderer. So yeah, it sucks. So yeah. Anyways, I did some color grading over here. Oh, that's interesting. Was it done over here? I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, where'd it go? I basically rendered this out. I'm not sure if everything is going to be. Alright, there we go. I decomposed that. I hope nothing in the cache goes wrong. Alright, so that's basically the color grading yeah. So first of all, I made this thing stabilize. That's weird. There it is. There's the stabilization. I basically put this through a stabilization just so we reduce the shaking. I'm not sure how I could how do I disable? I don't know how to disable D? Control D? Yeah, disable. It's a bit more shaky, I think. Or rather, it was a way to keep the... Alright, let's re-enable this.
You were watching without sacrificing.
Okay, doesn't show that much
the authentic emotion behind it.
Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, I'm put this through a stabilizer just so the shaking is a bit less, shaky, it's a bit more smooth. Then I put a brightness, I made the brightness a bit lower in the thing. To be honest, this is a bit improv. It's been a while since I've been in this project. So yeah. I could tell, but I basically turned down the gain over here, so the overall thing is a little bit less bright, on the brighter side of things, if that makes any sense. Basically highlights in Premiere Pro. So yeah, I reduced them. I made the brightest parts not as bright, so that's basically it. I think, yeah, I also tracked this, made it so it's tracking the sun. I'm not sure what I did here. I made some adjustments apparently. I think I made it a little bit brighter or something, or maybe I don't remember. I made some adjustments over here, but this definitely I made a lot of a ton of adjustments. I made oh wait, it's the color warper. Oh, my fault. Oh gosh. Excuse me. Is it the oh yeah, this is the curves, and over here I made some adjustments in the color warper, which basically made it a little bit more orangish. I basically made the sun more of an orange main sequence star. So yeah, I think it looks cool. So yeah, that's why I did that. I made everything else a little bit less intense. Also, this less intense with this little thing, with this power window, which everything is also tracked. So yeah, that's basically that. Oh yeah, I hate A12. I don't. Let's jump into Fairlight over here. I made this little thing sound absolutely horrible. So can I put this in the inspector? I basically distorted it to it's right there. Yeah, I decided to destroy mode. So yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about this thing. Hold on. Get out of here, idiot. Okay, so I did some EQing. Can I open this up? Yep, there we go. I did some EQing. I'm not that good at EQing, so this looks to the eyes of a professional, it probably looks like an absolute mess. But hey, I did a low pass filter. So yeah, I did some noise reduction beforehand. So yeah, but I did some noise reduction over here as well, I think. Yeah, oh yeah, over there. Anyways, I did some dynamics as well. So I did some compressor. So the loudest parts of the audio doesn't like kill your ears. So yeah, and I did some noise reduction as well. Just any more noise reduction, any more, any more noise reduction will be basically gone after that. Though that kind of ruins a little bit of the audio, but I think it's good enough. I don't really care that much. I don't pay attention much to audio. That's basically oh yeah, this chromatic aberration. I'm not sure. I think I did this in the color page if I'm not mistaken. Can I bring up clips? Yes, okay, yep, I did it. Yeah. Uh Yeah, so this is basically a splitter combiner node, and I should probably explain this right from the get-go because I make heavy use of the splitter combiner node. Well, not heavy use, but I do use it quite often. So anyways, input sizing, where is it? Let's see. Where's the pan and tilt? I remember it's somewhere over here. Yeah, there we go. The note sizing over here. I changed the pan to be a little bit more on the left. I think this is... I'm not sure which one's the red and which one's the... Oh, I already forgot how to view the... I already forgot how to view, the red, the white, and the... No, the red, green, and blue channels, like, alone. So, yeah. I think this may be the red. I think, oh no, this is the red, this is the blue, I think. I'm not sure. Alright, so first of all, I basically splitting this image into 3 channels, red, green, and blue, basically, into corresponding order because I already forgot. Then they basically combine back into the output, and yeah, that's the image right over here. And basically I moved the red and blue channels. So yeah, they do this little chromatic aberration thing over here. It's basically manual chrome aberration. So yeah. Anyways, put some vignette over here, so whatever, doesn't matter that much. Fusion clip, I think. I'm not sure about this fusion clip. I think that Oh, corner position. Okay, so I did corner position over here because everything is it's kind of a pseudo 3D environment. So yeah, doesn't matter that much. Yes. Anyways, let's get to the second timeline. So basically in this project I worked on a timeline by timeline workflow. So basically each chapter is divided by each timeline. So this is section 2 now. I should probably eat after I explain this part. But yes, this little thing over here, I made a fusion composition that's no, a couple of fusion compositions over here. And let's show this one. This is basically just glow. And never mind, I forgot that I did this. I did this one over here. So yeah, I should probably take you through the node workflow. Okay, so basically I put through this wake up text through a soft glow, which is just pretty much bluish, which makes yeah, I made it a little bit blue, merged it onto the black background, and yeah, that only happens for a little bit because I made the keyframe over here. If I can show it over here. Just only temporarily happen. It's basically layers in After Effects. Like yeah, just making a one layer show up at a certain time. So yeah, this is basically wake up. No, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. over here. 6 a.m. There we go. 6 a.m. with the same soft glow, and yes. So now we go through this little thing. I think I made some transforms and stuff. So yeah. So this is basically just a can I show it? Okay, never mind. I'll put it in the renderer. It doesn't. That's the shapes over there. That's basically what it looks like without any glow. It looks stupid at first, but yeah, as we move on, it looks nice over here. Then we yeah, I made this a little bit zoomed in because we're transitioning to a different scene. And yeah, over here, wow, what a rise. This rises through this merge node, so I don't have to I basically use this transform so to like zoom it in, and then this merge node to make that sunrise. I have this mask over here so it doesn't like show the entire like sun over here, so it doesn't like look stupid. So yeah, I masked that out just so you don't see. You can see that it's not appearing over here. So yeah. Anyways, next fusion composition. Oh my god. Oh, I'm excited to reveal this because this comp is very complicated. This composition itself, this thing alone is complicated. Do you want all right. You want to show okay, it's time to show this little thing. 3 2 1. All right, it looks so far a little bit interesting. Oh, there's a lot of things, but I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger, and yep, that's the node tree. You may have noticed by now that everything from the previous composition, it was going from left to right. Now this basically going from top to bottom, and I think that makes organization a bit easier. So yeah. Alright, so yeah. This comp is pretty complicated. It took me I think a week to build the whole node tree alone, and then a couple weeks to animate everything. So yeah. What a complete mess. But let's break it down because we need to do that. So first of all, we have this background node over here. It's basically just a sky with this little gradient over here. It's just a simple blue to yellowish, pastel yellow type thing. And yeah. Next in the node in the flow over here is the clouds. It's basically just a couple of background nodes with some rectangle mask. So yeah, that's basically just, yeah, simple clouds, some of them gray, whatever. This is just a bunch of shapes that are just rotating on their own. I think I used atom curves, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I used atom curves over here. I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm using atom curves. Yeah, modifiers. Yeah, atom curves over here, which is a new thing in DaVinci Resolve 17. DaVinci Resolve 17. So yeah. Next up is the sun over here. This the sun over here, and this kind of rises over here, and I'm pretty sure this rotates. Hold on. I should probably should have showed you first. Okay, so at the end, it's basically that. Okay, I think I probably could have showed you. I probably showed you in the thing, but whatever. In the demonstration, but whatever. Yeah, the sun. That's the sun over here. This is already complicated on its own. So yeah, let's take you through the node tree back again. So this is on this merge node, which basically has this little merge couple, this like mini comp or whatever. So yeah, let's hold on. Oh, this is a little bit difficult to do demonstrate properly. Fit, there we go. And yeah, I basically made a small circle over here, then I cropped it so the transparency doesn't go big. And I made this basically a zoomed out, I believe. Yeah, size was 0.2 and edges mirror. So if it wasn't mirrored, I basically only get a really small circle with yeah. And that would not really be, that would be boring. But I basically mirrored this, and so we basically have a lot of huge, I mean not huge, small tiny dots. And this is being piped into multiple merge nodes over here. I think these are just the rays, which, okay, these are the main 4 rays. This is a group node, which, you know, does that. That does a transform. I'm not sure what it does. It's been a while. Excuse me. I think it's just rotation, but whatever. The masks themselves are being rotated through a transform node, which copies, which is basically a copy of this transform node. Yeah, I should probably explain instance transforms. Basically, instance transforms over here are basically just copies of transform 7 or just transform node. And yeah, that basically allows me to do all the rotations on all these masks over here without needing to like doing anything. And if I change the transform 7 or the transform node with like any sort of parameter, it would do that to all the nodes unless I tell them to be de-instanced by right-clicking and right-clicking and setting it to a de-instance. So yeah, that's such a huge convenience that After Effects does not have. And yeah, I wish After Effects has that, but for now there's nothing like that. I don't think. You should basically have to copy and paste like the usual, and then having to manually change parameters for each thing, each layer and everything. So yeah. So that's the rays over here. For the sun, it's basically another I think this is just a transparent background. Yeah, this is a background node just so I don't have to mess with the stuff. It's a bit of a mess. I don't know. I just want a transparent background. I have my own explanations, but that I won't dive deep. So this the sun itself, as the merge suggests, and it's basically using an ellipse mask, just so we can make this little circle that has tiny little dots in them. And the ring over here is just another mask that's like this basically has their edges a bit, the border width like a bit up. So yeah, it's basically a circle mask with not empty inside. That's basically, hold on, let me show this over here. So yeah, this basically results the opacity. So yeah, this is basically empty. I made it not solid, and I made the border width a little bit high, so you can see that, yeah, the border over here is, yeah, expanded basically. So yeah, so that basically explains the sun rays over here, and that's basically the sun. Now for the sea, it's just a simple background over here. You can notice that there's nothing in space except for this thing, but it doesn't matter. I don't have to fill everything in. So yeah, it's basically but oh yeah, these are just things over here. Yeah, this is basically just a gradient background with some things, and a little bit of a white background with a couple masks, and I toyed around. I made blending a little bit lower, so kind of have this little thing. It doesn't look, completely white. So yeah, that's for the sea. The ground, it could have been dealt with a little bit better, because I thought the grain node, there's a grain node and a TV node. The TV node does not move, but the grain node actually, like, moves on its own, like a static analog TV thing. So yeah, so I had to put this through a time speed where speed is basically 0. So that basically does a lot of uses a lot of resources. So I wish I've known that, but whatever, fine. Thank you, Resolve. Thank you, Black Magic Design, for that. Yeah, that's basically just the ground. I made the apply mode color dodge, so like the grain does not, like, so it like blends in with the green background, the gradient background over here. Hills. This is probably one of the more complicated node trees over here. You can probably see why there's only one node tree, and that's because I exported it through I exported these hills as an EXR file. I think I deleted it now, but I'm not sure. But anyways, this is basically just one node. This is a loader node which loads the EXR file, and this is basically the saver node which renders the node tree over here. So this whole thing over here is the mountains. So yeah, it looks horrendously complicated, but don't worry, I'll do that step. I'll like hold your hands step by step. So basically, I used a shape 3D, no, not shape 3D, a shape node. So yeah, I don't know why I did a shape node. I think it could have been done better, but whatever. I think it's I think it's because triangle like mask don't are not very it's not, when you're doing transformations, when you're stretching it out, it's not very symmetrical. There's just 3 points, and you have to like manually do that, and it's not very symmetrical. But anyways, so I basically made this a little bit wider and on that position, and I basically used this as a mask because this is basically white, this is basically alpha. So basically using this as a mask, and anything that's on the transparent background is going to not appear on the backgrounds over here and here, whatever. So that's that. I made some hill mask, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, those are just these little like gray things. So yeah, I should probably show you this. Where is it? Where is it? This is basically taken inspiration from Laid Back Camp, or Your Camp, from yeah, that thing and that thing over here. This one's more in line with that. Yeah. Great anime, very chill, very slice of life. Characters are very amazing and cute. It's nice. It makes me want to go out camping. So yeah, that's basically taken inspiration from that. Hold on, let me make a little comparison over here. There, nope, wrong. There we go. As you can see, no, wait, hold on. I should probably do this in the media out. There we go. I also made a reference, over here. I made a little OP, like, opening, thing. Because this is the opening of, Laid Back Camp. So, yeah. Just a little Easter egg, I suppose. Not a little, like, it's an obvious Easter egg, but if you don't know, then, yeah, whatever. Okay. Next up, let's go back. Let's go back to the node tree over here. Yeah, this thing over here, this polygon, I think, is the ice cap, and that thing over here is this little like light thing over here. So yeah, that's merged into this over here. I'm not sure what the heck, huh? That's interesting. What's this? Oh wow, that's a lot. Oh, that's merging the grain thing. Oh yeah, over here I made this little grain thing just so I can copy the whole laid back camp OP thing, like the opening thing. So yeah, I should probably mention that I feathered this. I made the edges soft so it doesn't like harshly stop. So yeah. So yeah, I'm using the time, speed, and grain over again. So yeah. So this basically is basically repeating for all of the things over here. It's basically just yeah, this is basically just repeats of like all basically everything. I don't need to do a little bit of a rectangle thingies over here since that's not going to, it's going to be hidden either way. So yeah, like right there, doesn't need to be shown. Less work for me to be done, doesn't matter, because if I did work on that, that would be just a complete waste of my time. So yeah, that's basically the whole node tree. It looks very complicated at first, but it's just essentially just copy and paste, just with different gradients, different, like, you know, masks, different rectangles and all that stuff. That's basically it. So yeah, that's the mountains for you. I probably could have done this on Photoshop, or like Adobe Illustrator, but too late, doesn't matter. Yeah. Now for the river, it's just a simple thing. Somewhat simple actually, not really, in a sense. This is this whole thing has a lot of rectangle mask on a white background, and that's because I'm making this shine. And to add insult to injury, or not insult to injury, to add more complexity, I made this keyframe. I keyframed this manually, so that's a lot of keyframes. And to show this, let me show this in the spine just so everyone's amazed. Whoa, what a mess! What the heck? How can you work on this? Oh my god, lots of stuff. It's basically just one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. And yeah, what a conglomerate mess. What a mess. I think this is just an instance. Yeah, this is just the background. I'm also masking the this like the little rectangles from going outside the river, because that doesn't make sense. This is supposed to be a river shine when, like, you know, the sun is rising, you know, you can see the light being reflected on the water. That's what this thing is supposed to be. But you know, if it goes beyond that, whoa, well, reality is little bit weird. Now this is the laid back campsite. Looks a little bit messy actually. Interesting. I think I don't know. That's interesting. It's basically just a couple of circles. I mean, not circles. Rectangles, brown rectangles. I don't know why I use this as a mask. What's up with this? I think. Oh yeah, I think I made it so it doesn't go like the text doesn't go out of bounds. Cause you know that's not what reality is supposed to be. So yeah, I should have probably lowered the campsite. Yeah, I should be lowered everything. In fact, I should have lowered everything. That looks awful now that I look at it. Yeah, that's basically it. The audio over here, so just there so I can hear the timings because I'm editing sort of on the beat, but not really. Wind. Oh dear. Wind is a little bit messy. This thing. Okay, so this is basically a. I forgot what node this is. I don't exactly remember. Damn, I forgot what it's called. But this node over here, I renamed it because I could so I know what this node is. But this node is basically reusing this thing, small circles, so I don't have to like you know uh pull this little rectangle and then mask it and everything. That's going to make the thing a little bit messy, like the node tree a little bit more messy than it currently like more than it has to be. So yeah, I made this little node tree over here. So yeah, nothing changed. I'm just reusing this little thing. So yeah, I basically use the same tactic except this is just moving over here, right there. Yep. I basically made this so it's just going that way. I think I also did some of them, like one of them in reverse, just so it reflected. So it's yeah. So I could do a little bit of a, I don't know, something. So yeah, that's basically the wind for the laid back camp thing. And yeah, that's basically the whole node tree basically. So yeah, pretty long explanation. Yeah. How long have I been doing this? 41 minutes. Oh my god. And we're still on like the beginning of all things start somewhere. This just I don't really care that much. This is just I think this background is Photoshop with like this little brush. I don't care that much, to be honest. So yeah. Oh wow, this thing is really compact. Holy crap. Yeah, I made this little thing over here, blah blah blah. I made this I think I made it so this like the white and red uh squares duplicate, so I don't have to think. Yeah, I made like basically duplicated to like to the right, so through this thing. So yeah, whatever. I guess I made some color corrections. I guess I think. Hold on. Yeah, I think I made some color corrections, I suppose. And that's basically me. This thing over here. All things start somewhere. The text is being covered in polygon mask. Yeah, that's basically that's the mask basically. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Wow, the stroke is still high. Holy crap. Yeah, the screenshot over here is actually 3D. Oh, this is rendered. Oh, sadly. Oh, I really want to decompose it to original. But yeah, I basically did this in 3D space. I could probably show it to more 3D spaces later on. It basically has the same principle, whatever. So yeah, that's basically the whole composition. So now I'm basically explaining showing the beginnings of Adventure Gaming HQ and these things. This is plug TE, blah blah blah, commands, TP, give, heal. This is actually this whole like all the text over here is all a compound clip. So let me open in timeline over here. So that's basically nine layers over here. So yeah, so basically animation. I think I also did that in Fusion as well. I use a text plus node. So yeah, this is also Gaussian blur. I think this is made to I think this is, yeah, to make this this whole thing more pop out. Use the overlay, the black background basically. So yeah, that's a solid color. Whatever, blah blah blah. I did not care about this one, to be honest. I basically tried to animate a little plant thing. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Open in timeline. Yep, over here, there's the timelines over here, Fusion Comp. That's the paper. That's actually like, what was it? And effects. Where is it? Where's the generator? Fusion generators, paper over here. So yeah, there's two fusion compositions over here, and there's the whole, like, you know, clips, and I could not be bothered, and it didn't look right to put more clips, so yeah.
But this
And I used an adjustment clip to zoom out. So yeah, that basically explains that. Wait, did I? Huh. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what? Then what's this then? That's interesting. Oh, so that's Gaussian blur, but what the heck? Oh, I don't know what happened. Oh, I think it's the Alright. Oh yes. Okay, whatever. Anyways, oh yes, this thing. I'll show this later. I'll show this comp later, because I initially had this philosophy of like, as the as the video is currently, like, as the video goes on, like being edited and all that stuff, the template, the whole like editing thing becomes better. That's my philosophy. Like, initially my train of thought is like, oh yeah, I think the viewers can see my progression of like how my edits have become a little bit better as like the video goes on. But I think I'm going to scrap that idea and just make the whole video better. So if I improve something just around at the end of like my editing journey, I like go back to the beginning, do some quality checks, and make some appropriate changes. So yeah. So yeah, I'll show this later. For now, because this is not the complete thing. I think. I feel like that's the complete thing. You know what? I'll show it later. Just so yeah. I made another adjustment clip which has the older transition thing. So yeah, that's basically, I'm using chromatic aberration. Yeah, you can do this with one node in Fusion, but I will explain why I did a chromatic aberration manually on some of the clips. So yeah, especially on like the last timeline, because that's that one I really needed to do that manually. But anyways, so basically transform node, basically spin, rotation, radial blur, just to make the edges blurry and all that stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. And since we now have like a couple, since the Adventure Resolve 17 release, this is basically a bit old now, so I'm looking forward to maybe updating some transitions and all that stuff. Actually, we already have transitions. It's just that oh yeah, I think I used the old one just so I don't have to right click and all drag all the transitions, because I have a custom transition spin that I downloaded from one of the YouTubers that made them. So yeah. Oops. So this is basically that. This just stock footage. Don't care too much. A little bit of a transition over here. Like I think I don't know. I don't remember what kind of transition this is. Additive dissolve. I'm pretty sure this is also additive. Non-additive. Alright, whatever. Alright, so this thing, I'm not sure, October 2015, maybe? Hello? Oh, wow, okay, yeah, I think this is just, thingy, the scratches or whatever. Hold on, let me see that. Yep, fill damage and time stretch, just so I can kind of yeah, I basically it's so it's like kind of yeah, old-ish sort of. It's laggy or whatever. And whatever, blah blah blah. That's another thing. Jackpot minor, zoom in, transition thing, blah blah blah. This little spin thing that I saw from like one of the transitions over here. Fusion transition. I think it's a fusion transition. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, that's cool. Thank you. I'll explain that later. I basically layered that. Okay, so yeah, I'll layer this. Yeah, zooming in, blah blah blah. I think that's basically it for that. I'll explain it later. Everything later. I feel like I think that that's the whole thing. All right, whatever. You know what? I'll explain this all the way now. Okay, since I'm choosing to explain everything now over here, I probably am missing something. Actually, never mind. I'll do this at a later date, but a later time. But yeah, just some things. Blah blah blah. Over here, just a simple animation over here.
Fast forward to late October of 2016.
Just a little like thing over here. Just that's the that's the basically the whole node tree. Map control, just so I can like make this little thing over here. Oopsie daisy, not right, not what I wanted. Make this like at the end transition over here, make this transparent. So yeah, that's what it's doing. Like it was basically masking after everything's been settled, because order of operations usually since you can like look at these like blue things over here, and it's just basically mask this and then show. But yeah, but over here with the map control, I'm basically using basically telling the venture result to, hey, this is showing, and then now mask that. So yeah, it's basically a little bit of different order of operations over here. So yeah, that's basically under a good case of using map control in Fusion. So revolutionary feature. I really hate what happened to the stroke. I don't know why. I think it's just the update. Whatever. Anyways, we'll be moving on. This is one of my favorites.
It introduced add-ons.
This thing is amazing. I really love editing on the beat, and yeah, made a little bit of vignetting. So yeah, I really love editing this. This is one of my favorites. I used Hop Skip Jump by Snail's House. Ordinary Songs 4, by the way. 4. So yeah. I basically had red, yellowish, yellow, orange, green, and blue solid backgrounds. But the thing is, I used different composites. I basically experimented with composites and opacity a little bit, so it doesn't look it doesn't cover the whole thing. It doesn't cover the like freaking video. So yeah, and as you can see, different composites do different things to the video. So yeah, I feel like for me it's more of an artistic style rather than a practical thing. As you can see, darker color does like makes these like small things blue over here. So yeah, and also that thing. So that's really cool. Yeah, and like everything else is a little bit different. So yeah, color dodge. I mean, they're basically all the three are look kind of the same, but they do different things. So yeah, some of them do the same thing. Some of them are like at the surface, but some of them don't. All of them, all the composite modes over here do different things, but these are not composite modes. I mean, they are composite modes, but like they're not the ones that change the how colors are being interacted or whatever. But anyways, yes, this, yeah, I'm using basically, oh, I basically ruined oh no, render cache, whoopsie daisy, my fault. And yeah, different composite modes do different things even if they look the same. So yeah, I still don't know much about composite modes, but you know, whatever, it's fine. Compound clip, I made this into a compound clip, basically. Yeah, this is basically just solid color, but I made it in a compound clip so I can basically well, branch out. Oh no, so I can basically put these for can you show me the thingy, please? Come on, there we go. So it basically shows the 4 videos in like a certain order. Boom, and like right on the beat over here. So drum thingies over here. I needed the marker. Then ba 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 bum ba ba da ba 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 ba. Do it. And I don't know what compound 8 clip 8 does, but I definitely did something with the foreground. Anyways, I basically told Resolve to make this the foreground and make this the inverted alpha, just so I can make this thing, you know, this as a mask or whatever. I'll show you the compound clip 8 right now. And I think it's basically just white solid colors. I didn't want it, I just made sure it's white just so like it's just so I know that it's like, oh, this is opaque, and everything else that's like, you know, black is transparent. So yeah, it's easier once you know what you've been doing on video editing and knowing how masks work and video editing and just Photoshop or whatever. Yeah, it's basically easier for me to just make that just white and then everything else black, just so I can make a certain part opaque. I basically timed this, boom, you know, yeah, just so it like goes on the beat. So yeah, I should probably close those timelines now. Doesn't matter. Oh, look, cool thing, but I'll explain later. Oh man. That's what I wanted. Okay, so basically just moving whatever, blah blah blah. And also I made this compound clip because of these 3 things, and I'm using a transition over here. So yeah. Anyways, first, this basically are just light rays from the effects page over here, open effects, I think. And on is it light? Yeah, light rays over here. Yeah, I use that. Whoa. Okay, don't use light rays on top of light rays, just saying. So yeah, I'm basically keyframe that, blah blah blah, location, who cares. That's basically that's basically it. And I also did that on over here. It looks cool, I suppose. You can watch the video or not, don't care really. This thing over here is, I think, film damage and camera shake. So yeah. Yeah, I forgot that film damage is on the on open effects, so should probably done that non-diffusion composition, because any FX plugins are GPU accelerated, so I can render cache easier, like everything's faster. So yeah, probably should have done that first. And these are just funny clips.
My render distance set to kill yourself.
Haha, KYS. Anyways. Alright, so it's 6:52 p.m. Central Standard Time on a Sunday. That's because mid recording my my microphone just freaked out. Thank you, voice meter. Yeah, I'm using like a little bit of an audio engine type thing just so I can make this microphone sound. Hello. Okay, I gotta check every once in a while. because yeah, it basically kind of made it sound garbly and all that stuff. So that's not very fun. I could probably show you a little clip. That's a bit. Ugh. So yeah. Anyways, so we have a little bump over here. So we are here now in this little composition that I have. This is basically a bumper for the third timeline, which is Minecraft dying. That's what the name of the timeline is. And basically in this chapter now, in this little section, the mood has pretty much changed. I'm basically talking about how Minecraft has kind of fallen off during like 2016 or whatever. Used to be like very like YouTubers were kind of struggling making content in this at this time now. So yeah, everything's moody. I'm using the OMORI OST 111 syncing, which sounds like this if it plays if it does a live playback, because this is a pretty heavy comp and my thing is without minimum specs. Okay, it's good. Yeah, so it's a bit loud, to be honest. I probably should have toned it down, and at the end I think it's a little bit too quiet because I think I need better headphones for this one. But whatever. Okay, now let's go back to the comp itself. So yeah, we basically have nine compositions. So it just updated. Okay, so we basically have nine not compositions, videos over here, media 1 to media 9, all representing the clips over here. This one's media 1, if it shows. Yep, there's media 1. Media 2 is over here, this thing. Media 3 is that one, which is over here actually. Media 4 is over there. Media 5. It's kind of random, to be honest. I kind of just placed it wherever through the image plane 3D node. And the image plane 3D node basically just puts it into a 3D environment, a 3D space through a merge 3D. Like it's basically now like a flat shape, rectangular shape, and this is basically the video is basically the material of this shape. We'd show it over here. Nope, wrong one. Over here. Yeah, that's basically the shape over here. Yeah, it's kind of like a simple. It's really like thin. It's basically, I don't know, like 1 pixel or something. And yeah, that's that. And yeah, and I basically merged it in through a merge 3D node. So yeah, and I forgot to mention, I moved this using the transform. It's over here, the translation, and I didn't do anything with the rotation because of course this is just, you know, I'm not rotating it. I don't need to rotate it. Doesn't matter. I just needed to move it through the like freaking what was it? Nope, that's the center. The y-axis or the x-axis, not the z-axis though. But so, yeah. Anyways, we have a camera 3D node over here. It is sharing 3 what is it? 3D environments over here. We have this over here. We have another environment here, and 3D environment, and another 3D, and then another 3D environment actually. It's just a thing that'll be showing up somewhere at some point. I don't know where. Oh, there it is. There. Yeah, but I'll talk about that later. Yeah. We basically have merge 3D, blah blah blah. It basically renders to a 2D 2D scene. Basically, it's basically taking the 3D scene into a 2D scene using the renderer, like, you know, processing all of that. We basically have this now, and it's using the camera 3D information to make it like sort of tilt or whatever. We have, you know, that this camera over here, basically sharing that, yeah, over here, and yeah, it's using that information. So yeah, we have a color corrector node. It's a minor change, as you can see. It's very minor, but if you look at over here, we'll zoom in a little. You basically made it a little bit darker in general. Let me see the actual. It's just the brightness. It's a little bit darker, but most of it was just vignetting. Most of what I did was just vignetting over here. As you can see, the edges over here. It's very circly. It's very dark at the edges. So yes, that's what I did. I did it before just so the text doesn't get affected by the vignette. So it improves readability. So yeah, and I did it before. I did it after the before the particle rendering thing over here. As you can see, the emitter over here is in the middle. However, I changed the velocity so it like spreads everywhere. It's basically going towards you. The particles is the region sphere. The style is just a blob with a size 1 with some fade controls so it doesn't like pop in immediately. It's just like it appears gradually and then it disappears gradually, you know, like so it's a bit realistic. Let's see, I'm pretty sure color over here, yeah, colors that's color. I think there's some color variants as well. Oh, I'm not. I'm wrong on that one. Whoops. It's been a while. So alright, so we have these another 3D environment that's basically texty. That's the text over there. Very cool. Yeah. Basically have the text. No, frick. Okay, there we go. 3D environments. Okay, so yeah, render 3D, basically the same thing. However, I did displace it using the displace one node, and I used the fast noise with like a seethe rate of this, so it actually moves. And it's basically using this information to how like it displaces, so it's kind of a little bit flat everywhere, you know, at this point, but it's a bit, look at it, looks a little bit wobbly, and that basically translates to that. So yeah, I also did the same with this text over here on the merge. This one is Minecraft dying, you know, that thing. So yeah, and yeah, it's basically the same principle over here. Now you notice that this is just a small thing. This like little background thing. It's basically just a couple masks. I think one of them is just polygon. If I'm not mistaken. It basically is. I don't remember. The setup is a bit weird. I don't remember how I exactly did it. So it's okay. So it basically appears through there. With the rectangle one, I believe. Oh no. Okay, so I'm using this rectangle. I'm basically using this mask to make this small rectangular shape, and then I'm masking this again to to another so that makes a lot more sense. I use an image plane 3D node, so we're not dealing with a text 3D node. So this is this is by the way a text 3D node and not a text node. So I can there's also extrusion over here. So I have to put this through an image plane 3D node and merge it, render it, all that jazz. And using the camera information, of course, merge it again to 2D space, and that's basically the outcome. So it was Minecraft dying. Very cool. This over here is just a text plus node, except I reverse the speed. I'll show it over here. Change clip speed, and I reverse speed minus 100% speed. You know, basically turned it into a compound clip, and then reverse that. But let me show it in the in a timeline over here. This is basically a text plus node. It's basically counting up here, so that's why I had to reverse it. And I used a time code modifier, I think. I'm pretty sure. Over here, this is just a template. I forgot how the 0 point, like the 0 is here, but not showing or whatever. I basically But whatever. I basically right click and what was it? I think it's I forgot what it's called. Hold on. Let me do this over here. Oh, it's just right click and time code. That's it. So that basically X's everything out, you know, all that stuff. And we're basically using only seconds. I like checked off seconds, and yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. It's not really that much, but it does take a little bit more work than what you think on that one. So yeah. Let's move on. These are just text with glow in it. I probably should have done it in the edit page instead of the Fusion page, because it, you know, Fusion engine uses a lot more resources, so probably should have done that. I could have used taken advantage of the 3D acceleration of the OFX plugins over here, but well, it is what it is. I couldn't, yeah, at this point there's not much, yeah. Anyways, there's this thing over here that I made. I think this is done in the edit page with the transform interactive canvas. When I go over here to the open effects overlay, we basically have these little thing, and we basically could change the corners of the video. So yeah, I could not keyframe it, like ease the keyframes, unfortunately, but it didn't really matter to me at that time. I could probably pulled something off, but I didn't really care that much. So yeah, same glow. We have basically a glow over here. This thing is a bit off. It's stupid. I did some particle effects over here. Basically particle effects with the like clouds and everything. I did the whole little thing in Photoshop. This whole thing, it looks wacky and stupid, and little no sign is made in Fusion, but using this like polygon, ellipse and polygon. Yeah. This is actually this little particle over here on the like smoke, like the clouds over here, is actually a smoke template. Yeah. Oh, it's Steam. Okay, never mind. I am wrong. I'm completely wrong on that regard. So yeah. Basically basically it's just a fast noise with like radial gradient that basically becomes transparent as it goes outside over here. But a little bit of a since it's a fast noise, so it's a bit varied. So I did some brightness and contrast. Did it do anything? I feel like it did not do anything. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's basically did a bit of friction, emitter, blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care that much. I'm not really good at particle stuff, so yeah, I just did that. It's not really special. I don't really like that shot, to be honest, but I really want to learn about particle systems. So yeah, these are just masks. That's it. It's just some animated mask. I basically subtracted this mask, like this shape over here, with a mask. So yeah, nothing really special over there. I don't really need to show that much. I basically, this one over here is basically question and response, is like flawed or whatever, because I'm making like a little bit of an argument over here. But as I said, I'm not really focusing on this, and this project breakdown doesn't really focus too much on that. The content itself, I guess, it's just how clips are placed. I could probably do another video on that, but I don't really care. I don't want to. But yeah. What the heck is this polygon? I don't remember. Is it this one? Oh, that's how I do the wipe thing. So it just reveals everything. So yeah, anything that goes like inside the little triangle thing, or like the polygon thing, it's gotta be masked out. So yeah. This one merged over here. This is just basically a text with some masking stuff that I don't really know much about. I feel like this is feel like this is the same. Yeah, this is a copy, so I could tell by those diesel like _1_1. Basically, using a minimum paint mode. I believe that basically just or I already forgot, but yeah, basically masking something disregard, and then also using this mask over here, which has the flawed thing that will be animated at some point, but like some point I think I don't know, I don't remember, but yeah, I don't know how it will work, to be honest. Flawed, where is it? There. Okay, so basically it kind of masks there, I guess, sort of. And then I think it gets masked over here at this point. So I think there's a mask over here. As you can, oh yeah, as you can see over here, I'm using this mask to mask the flawed in question. So yeah, I believe the background doesn't change if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, question scope, or like the question or something or response. So yeah, whatever. We have this thing, blue mask with this polygon. No, it's more of a triangle. I mean, not triangle, rectangle, but whatever. Same principle over here, except I didn't use another mask over here, since I don't think I was like revealing anything, sort of. That makes any sense. I think this is, yeah, this is the response. I didn't really label this correctly, so pardon me on that one. So yeah, we basically have what's this over here? This is just basically, oh yeah, okay, so this is basically just moving, I'm basically using this text node over here, except I'm masking different things. As you can see, the instance nodes at first doesn't look like there's not anything, but I inverted this. I de-instance this and inverted this, so anything outside the hangs over here is masked, I think. So no, actually over here. So yeah, anything yeah, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so basically this is opaque, and this is being masked out. So yeah, and this is opposite, inverted, of course, and being moved through this merge node. So yeah, and it's being masked apparently by, oh yeah, I'm like masking the whole like word, the whole merge, whole like comp or whatever. Then this text thing, and then this moves to the thing. I didn't really need to mask it because I can just like enter, press enter, and then I could it just like goes to a next line or whatever. I don't need to do that. I didn't need to mask, so yeah, whatever. Anyways, moving on, we basically have that, and this basically has the same, well, this is basically just the same comp, but like I made some differences because, you know, it's basically the same like comp, except a couple of different things. It looks different, but essentially the same whole thing, principle, also the same principles over here. And yeah, I basically over here I was kind of arguing that popularity is doesn't really matter as much when your game is very big. Not the, I mean, it matters to a certain extent, but your like this Minecraft is a very, very popular game, so the I'm pretty sure it's just popularity is not it is not tied to like sales numbers, because I'm pretty sure sales, like, no, actually never mind, that would be just my guessing, but like yeah, I'm pretty sure like sales don't really matter. People are going to play it either way. So yeah, but like the overall image the image in the public eye is deteriorating, since it's being a bit, Minecraft is getting a bit unpopular. Is what I'm like trying to say. Even though the freaking the sales numbers are going high, and yeah, that's basically what's arguing here. It's like not about, yeah, it's not about the sales, and not much about the sales, because you know, sales don't like determine the game's popularity. You like, if at this, like, especially at this point, well, at like times it does like mean that it's popular, but it's not a definitive proof. That's the thing, is what I'm trying, yeah. Anyways, a little bit of text doesn't matter that much.
Really reliant on you.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah, I'm arguing over here that Minecraft's a bit reliant on YouTube, of course. That's where Minecraft started, and yeah, that's Minecraft. That's how Minecraft got popular. So yeah, that's what I was arguing, and it was using, you know, YouTube's yeah, it became popular through YouTube, like Minecraft. So yeah, yes, over here I was mentioning YouTube over here, and I was looking for some stock footage of just like YouTube, like the YouTube logo being like animated or whatever, like something with animation, but I could not find any that's like free, so I basically made my own. It's basically like only like a couple of seconds, so yeah, 6, 12, 18, 3, and you know, like almost 4 seconds. So yeah. Okay, so we have a white background node. I don't need the transparency, it doesn't matter. I made a shape 3D node over here. I probably should have just made it whatever, it doesn't matter. It covers either way. We have a shape 3D node over here with a different 3D environment that's sharing this camera node with, you know, this 3D environment and this 3D environment. So yeah, I shared the 3D environments because you know, perspective and all that stuff. I don't want it to look janky with like the perspective. So yeah, you expect everything like with like every like object, you know, when you're facing a certain direction, every object is facing a certain direction relative to yours or whatever, something like that. So yeah, even though we're doing separate 3D environments, we have to make it look like it's the same, just a singular 3D environment. So yeah. Anyways, basically brightness contrast. I don't think I did it. Oh, just the gamma and whatever, it doesn't matter. I just made it less bright. So yeah, that's basically a solid node. I probably could have just done this with a vignette, but whatever. I think it's just perspective. So yeah, it's perspective. Yeah, I use the spotlight over here. So yeah. We have another we have a merge node over here. That's basically the particles. I didn't use the spotlight because I did not enable lighting over here. So yeah, it doesn't really matter as much. Oh yeah, I do have different renderers over here, renderer types. So yeah, I think I use a software renderer because I think something goes weird with the emitters, the particles or whatever, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I hooked this up this emitter. I use the bitmap style, so I can hook this little background over here. It's just a red square with a little bit of a kind of a vignette, sort of. It made it a little bit darker. It's still subtle, but you can see it's visible. As you can see, it's like 90, like over here on the bottom left. You can see the color R.0.95 over here, while over here it's 9.03. So yeah, it's very subtle, but yeah. That's the particles that fade in, fade out, all that freaking stuff. Anyways, and then merge node over here, that's just the YouTube logo, but I did some duplication over here just so I can do a pseudo extrusion because I couldn't find a way to extrude this. As you can see, yeah, these are just, you can see through the, oh crap, you can see at an angle through this. It's basically just duplicated PNGs over here. So yeah, but at an angle it looks like it's actually an extrusion. So yeah, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if it can actually do an extrusion with objects or like image nodes, image like plane 3D nodes. I tried hooking it to a shape node, but I think something went wrong, so that's why I just chose an image plane 3D node. Yeah. And also, shape 3D nodes usually don't have the same aspect ratio as this like PNG had. Pretty sure this was like 16:9 as well. So yeah, or like something along those lines. It's like a landscape image. So yeah, doesn't like once I like hook it up to shape 3D node, it kind of is like a little stretched. So yeah. So yeah, it's just a simple cross out using fusion, and then I think I don't know what this compound does. I think it's just something. Whatever. Anyways, it probably doesn't matter that much. I was gonna put something over here, but I just kind of forgot. So yeah, I don't know why this is underlined. I don't think I underlined this. I think it's just the update messing with my stuff. So yeah. This thing is just a little animated polygon on a image plane 3D. This is an empty image plane 3D. I don't know. I think I was going to do something over there, but I don't. Oh, this is just like a white plane thing, so I can use the spotlight, everything. Hold on, let me enable lighting over here. There we go. As you can see, yeah. It's pretty cool. We gotta use a spotlight. Where's the spotlight? Hey, spotlight, where are you? Where are you at? Hello? Huh, where's the spotlight? I can't see the spotlight? Hello? Yeah, whatever. I'm using a spotlight regardless. Yeah. Yeah, I'm using, basically background with this polygon node and just animating this and using that. Using the camera 3D node to animate as well. So yeah, hold on. It's not showing. For some reason it's not showing, but yeah, the camera 3D node is there. They resolve, why are you so glitchy sometimes? Yeah. And I made a non-additive dissolve. Yeah, I'm really good. I knew it. So yeah. This thing is just freaking the film damage and some a little bit of a zoom or whatever. Wait, what's this clip? Oh, it's just a color grade thing that made it a bit bluish or whatever. I think I blurred it as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. And I used an adjustment clip so I can affect both clips over here. So yeah. Hello. Yeah, I just basically changed the offset. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I used an adjustment clip again. Again, I used an adjustment clip so I can affect both clips under it. So yeah. Yeah, this is this one's over here. Oh yeah, oh god, this looks horrific. Family friendly Minecraft YouTube is so horrific. Anyway, we have a white background with a vignette, and this is basically a 3D environment with a camera node over here, and it's basically just going down and then it's kind of like just changing sides. Look at, as you can see, it's going from like the left side to the right side, and it's looking from the right looking right to the left as we move on through these little like keyframes or whatever. Yeah, over here, I could show you over here. And yeah, hold on, where are you? There we go. Yep, just like that. So yeah, that's basically keyframes, doesn't matter, who cares. Yeah, I was going to do this. I actually have some problems trying to do this. Well, it's not really it's not in this particular instance, it's not much of a detriment, so I can do this in Fusion, but I did one in a similar thing in After Effects because of this little problem that I have, and I'll show it to you right now. As you can see, we have a media in one node over here. It's basically the whole like screenshot from top to bottom. It's a very long one, as you can see. So yeah. Okay, so there's a bit of a glitch here. That's just the screenshot, nothing to do with the program. Yeah, but I didn't really care. So yeah, as you can see, this is a 948 by 2545 image, but for some reason there are there's a transparency outline for some reason. That's not in the image, by the way. That's not in the image, and I don't know why. It just does that. I think there must be a setting where it prevents that, but yeah. I could not find a way to fix this thing to make it clip to like the actual like screenshot, so like no, there's no transparency or whatever. Yeah, but at this point, part, it's fine. So I can just do that, and yeah, we have use the background over here. It shows over here. Oh god, the thumbnail looks stupid. Those transparency boxes will be a huge detriment, and I will show it to you when we get there. But for now, over here we basically shows a couple YouTubers over here that have kind of like fallen or like been inactive or not inactive or just played Minecraft in general, whatever. Yeah, just yeah. Oh yeah, this little thing over here. Oh yeah, I'm kind of reuse this thing, the little dollar thing with yeah. I basically used what's this text thing? Oh, this is just a dollar. Basically used the dollar as a mask. I couldn't really do that with in the mask node itself, so I did a map control. Oh yeah, I made some changes. It's basically combine alpha. Oh yeah, I had to do this on basically all of the map controls. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, I think this is a garbage mat, so basically kind of like masking away or whatever. And I basically did post multiply image, so it actually does the masking. So yeah. Anyways, we basically have a 3 node mask nodes over here. We have this differentiate subtract node, so it basically separates the two rectangles over here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, it's just a reveal. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's just a revealing thing. Not revealing thing, but like it's just a basic reveal. So yeah, I have these color curves and fast noise. I basically make this red and fiery and all that stuff because I couldn't care. I tried to make fire in Fusion, but I just couldn't. So I just basically made a fast noise. I actually did this in one of my physics projects, like in my school project, for like a junior year. So yeah, these are just basically just animated masked masked backgrounds, so there's nothing much over here, but it looks pretty cool. So yeah, nothing really much over there, so I don't really need to show you anything. It looks probably looks a little bit more complicated over here. Oh yes, we have this mxf file. That's basically this thing. We have some fusion compositions over here. You can just highlight that. So yeah. This is basically taken from After Effects. As you can see, I put an AE over here and named it AE. I think I did a V2 because something happened. Yeah, After Effects exported is supposed to be there. So yeah. Yeah, I basically did a long, the long screenshots because DaVinci Resolve does not handle wide or long images or pieces of media well. They don't handle it well for some reason. I think there may be a setting that might change that, but at the time I don't even know if there is even a setting right now. So yeah, I did this in After Effects. Yeah. I could probably show it to you, like the detriment that I had to go through. In the images file, I'll make a freaking fusion composition. I'll use this. It's long enough, and I'll show it to you in the second viewer. Over here, it's very big. The transparency is very big. It's 1394 by 9108 on a float 32 color space, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing color. Yeah, very large transparency. I tried to mitigate this, but I could not at all. I could not figure this out. And yeah, when you zoom in, it looks very bad. And once I put this in the image plane 3D node over here, take this on the 3D space, let's zoom in, it looks very bad. So I wish I know a setting. I wish if there's no setting, I wish Black Magic Design would give us a way to do these types of things, because I'm pretty sure the target audience of DaVinci Resolve is kind of widening. It's basically getting a bit more YouTuber friendly. It's no longer just a coloring thing. We have Fusion. You can basically do compositing like After Effects within the program itself, so you don't need to move through programs through like a sort of what is it, like a linking system. So yeah, that's one good thing about DaVinci Resolve, but I think that needs to be fixed, or there needs to be a way for me to do these types of things, because of the widening target audience. If yeah, though DaVinci Resolve is catching up, so maybe, you know, something will happen. Who knows? We did get DaVinci Resolve 17.4, which had like the position keyframes smoothing out. Like you can basically ease the keyframes over here. Oh yeah, I made some spinning over here, and a little bit of typography anyway. Over here, but anyways, yeah, I hope DaVinci Resolve will get improved, will catch up more. So yeah, there really is such a what is it, like catching up. There needs to be some catching up. So yeah, it's becoming like a fully fledged. It is a fully fledged video editor, but it's like really competitive to Premiere Pro. And I feel like if your computer is good enough and you're basically like broke, it can basically download this for free. There's not much things behind the paywall. You can basically do pretty much everything with a free version. As you can see, I did everything. So like within the free version. So yeah, and it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Though there's some, you know, kinks. Of course, I'm not the greatest video editor, but whatever. Alright, so yeah, this is the only After Effects project that's in my like HHQ little project thing. Yeah, this is the After Effects project. It's just a simple animation. I couldn't be bothered to like correct this animation properly. I made it just so like it's kind of linear-ish. So yeah, I am using the classic 3D renderer because I don't need to do Cinema 4D. I don't need to do extrusions or anything. I'm not doing anything fancy in the 3D space here. I'm just using a camera, which is over here. I should probably make this 2 views over here. That is the okay, I've forgotten how to do this. Is it like what's one, is it 1, 2, and 3? Yep, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So basically zoom in. Oh, oops. Okay. It's been a while since I've been gotten like accustomed to this layout. Let's see. Okay, so that's rotation, and that's basically number 3 is panning. Alright, let's zoom in just a little, and 2, let's just move down a little over here, and maybe 1, rotate just a bit, and then no, not that. 3. It's been a while since I've done like did 3D space in After Effects. Everything's a little different. So yes, this is basically the camera. I have basically made it so it like moves like down or whatever. 2, correct? Yep, 2. It's basically rising up. Oh, it's not animating. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's how it is. The keyframes over here. That's the keyframes. Transform is basically position. X is left and right. Y is down and up. Z is forwards and backwards. And the orientation is basically looking like you're facing to the left, facing to the right, like looking to the left and right when you're like crossing the traffic. Or like the X rotation, I believe. I'm not sure. At Y is down and up, and Z is basically tilting your head. So yeah, there's a little bit of tilting. I'm not sure. It's very minute. It's like 0.2. I don't know which one's greatest. Yeah, 0.2. Not really much. Yeah, it tilts just a little. Whatever. It doesn't matter that much. It's yeah. I did a little bit of making the positions linear, of course. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I made this PNG a 3D object by clicking this thing, which makes everything a 3D object. So I can basically make this text 3D if I want to. Like, alright, so this text is like basically recalibrating like over here. Oh, too much zoom. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, recalibrating over here. It's basically just changing the opacity up and down. That's basically it. Should probably move this to 1 viewer because I don't need that anymore. And there we go. And I basically made the background an orange solid with a bit of vignetting, just so it's a bit dramatic. I don't know. And this thing was supposed to be like the timeline thing, so I know how to when I should keyframe this. This file is gone, I think, or like moved somewhere else, so it's not there anymore. So yeah, it's not there. But that's entirely it doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter. It's already done. So yeah. Yeah, that's basically the MXF thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this was exported on a DNX HD 10-bit color space. I don't know. I don't really care that much. I don't really care much about color space right now because I'm not much of a colorist, and I'm not working with like professional video stuff. I'm not shooting raw. I'm not shooting with capture codecs or any intermediate codecs. This is just basically this is basically a PNG file, so it doesn't matter. And all of like pretty much all of the videos are in H.264 codec, so I don't really need to do special coloring because H.264 is highly compressed. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically it for the yeah, this basically slows down at the end. Yeah, that's basically it. Doesn't matter. So yeah, that's the After Effects file. We'll move back to the DaVinci Resolve project in a minute. Yeah, we basically have the same little thing. Did a little noir thing. I probably forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain that. Let me go to the color page. I basically just desaturated over here with this one node over here. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I did. Oh, I did the Oh, I did it the other way around for some reason. I basically just made the darker parts much darker, and I made the saturation dark in this node over here. So yeah, there's the waveform here. So yeah, yeah, that's basically all. That's all the color grading that I do usually. Yeah, there's not much color grading that I do because I'm not working with IRL projects, or I mean I'm not working with IRL footage. So yeah, there's not much color grading needed, though. I did try to color correct and color grade one clip, but I don't think it's showing. I think it's in the intro one, like intro V1, which I'm not going to show you because I don't really care. So yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. We have this like 9 pieces of footage again. It's basically just the same principle as the beginning. So yeah. Alas, I basically contemplate over here. Like, look, it's like the I basically say that there was like a really good potential that he could have come back or could have like stayed like quote unquote relevant or whatever, because you know his average view count is like basically down the dumps at this point. So yeah, it could something could have happened, but alas, come on. Alas, we are not on that timeline. Over here, oh my god, that kind of spoils it. You know what, whatever. This is what I did for this thing. It looks so complicated, but I'll take you through step by step for a moment. But you know we're here basically just film damage usual, but it's black this time. I think the other ones like were black, but whatever, it doesn't matter. There's adjustment clip to zoom this in for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't need to. I could have just done the the clip itself and then could have just removed this, but whatever. That's how I did it for some reason. So yeah. Probably should have done an epilepsy warning in the description. So, but yeah, we're basically here. There was like these 2 clips and like these 2 videos that AGHQ made, or now called Narjom, that he made. So it's basically him dancing to Pig Step and Style over here. Look at that, this beautiful man over here. Yeah, he's just dancing. Yeah, basically a little bit of reveal. This flip up text is just freaking hello. Yeah, we have some adjustment clips over here. Yep, over here. Glow, prism blur, and camera shake. Prism blur is kind of chromatic aberration, but not really. You have a camera shake that does camera shake, as you can see, just camera shake. We have a fusion composition that does a lens flare. There is a lens flare open effects effect, but it is of course on a paywall. If it does show, hold on, let me put this over here and maybe it'll show. As you can see, there's the Vinci Resolve TUD. We basically have a DaVinci Resolve Studio, a watermark, which means it's paid. It's behind a paywall. It could bring it in, but there's a watermark, so yeah, that's an option. You can do that, I guess. But yeah, however, there are templates in the Fusion tab where you can basically make it can pull in a lens flare. There's multiple lens flare versions, though these lens flares are really they're basically manual. So yeah, we have these HS9, HS9 II, basically these things. It looks a bit messy, but yeah. When I was doing this render, I used render cache, and for some reason there were like white rectangles. I think it glitched out. So yeah, that's basically the reveal over here. Oh yeah, I should probably give you a demonstration at that. Probably could have. I think. You know what? I'll pause for a demonstration because I forgot to do that. I forgot to pause.
That being Pig Step and Style.
As you can see, we have this little reveal thing. Yeah, that's a lot of things. There are 10 tracks over here. So where should we go? Where should we go first? We're basically we're basically using Leonard Rain pick step. I could have probably done style as well, but no, I did not do style because it didn't really fit well. It's pick step is a bit more energetic. Style's a bit more jazzy sort of ish. Not really, but I mean it is kind of jazzy, but you know, whatever. Yeah, these are okay, let's start from the bottom. These three clips are basically the same clip, except I did the composite mode add, and I these three individual clips are their own color channel. All right, so hold on, let me take you to the color page over here. Let's see, adjustment clip over here. As you can see, we have as you can see, there's a red channel over here. Okay, I labeled it this time over here. But yeah, yeah, the red channel and the blue channel over here is yeah. Yeah, so these are basically individual color channels. This bottom being the red one, middle being the green one, and this one being the red one. Hold on, let me see if I can show. Oh, it's not showing. Oh, whatever. Oh yeah, the solid color over here is just me reducing the opacity. For some reason, it's not showing. Oh wait, it's not opacity. It's just fade out. Oh, keep forgetting. For some reason, it's not showing unless if I zoom the freaking timeline or whatever. But anyways, yeah, these are just individual channels using the composite mode add, so it looks normal at first, but we'll see the these things later at the end over here. These things, oh man, everything's gonna be amazing. But right now, okay, using an adjustment clip, we can basically do a first like the main movement. So yeah, and I could basically apply that throughout this clip, and it's basically just a rotation and zoom. There's no position, so it's fine. The second one, these are just glow nodes over here. As you can see, it's kind of like more of a horizontal glow rather than like an overall glow. I made some glow things and basically made it a bit opaque. I mean, I changed the opacity over time, or the gain and gamma. Basically changing it themselves, and boom, boom, over here, boom, 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 over here. You can see that it just glows on the beat. I basically have these these little things over here. There's like a little thing behind it. This is like this is where the beat happens, and I go one frame back, and this is where the beat happens. Oh, sort of, but it's sort of one frame back, but not really. So yeah, whatever. I did it one frame back because I saw a YouTube video. It's basically kind of a concept video, or basically when you're doing videos that that edit like on the beat, when you're like doing some effects that like match with the beat, you have to do it 1 or 2 frames back depending on the frame rate of your video. If you're at like 30 frames, you could or 24 frames per second, you can basically do 1 frame back, like before the beat. If it's 60 frames, it's either 1 or 2 seconds. And mine is 60 frames, so I do it 1 to 2 seconds. I think I just do it 1 sec. I mean, not 1 second. 1 frame. Sorry. Because I don't know. It looked a bit better to me, to be honest. So yeah. Anyways, there's this fusion composition. There's like this little like in pig step. So I want to visualize that as what you hear over here. It like starts over here. Okay, it's gone now. So yeah, it's gone after that. So I basically did a mosaic, a fast noise mosaic blur, and yeah, basically fast noise. It looks like that. Looks stupid. Detail and contrast really high. Brightness really low. Scale is like upped, and seed rate is on 1. and mosaic blur, so it looks like that. It's like a blocky mess, so I masked it with a background, blah blah blah. Merge, we have an ellipse node that basically masks this inside thing out. So yeah, and I cranked the soft edge so it doesn't like sharply mask it out, so it's like the so it doesn't like go there's something over here, the little mask noise mosaic thing over here, and it's immediately gone now. So I don't want that. It looks stupid. There is a second movement over here. I did this. I probably should have done the second movement below the. Never mind. I think it looks good the way it is. But yeah, it's these second movements is just another adjustment, clips that are animated, that are just meant to go with the three beats that go with the glow again over here. These three little beats over here, and that of course goes with the glow. So yeah. Also, there's a little bit of vignetting over here. There's a little bit of a darkening these spots like around it, but it's subtle. But yeah, I made it that. And we also have this little style thing that's just reduced opacity. So yeah, that's basically it. We basically have some prism blurs, some glow adjustment layers, and another second movement that ties in with the glow, and with the beat over here. Oh wow. Wow, it's very glowy now that Alex himself added the glow. That's not me, but I just added more glow to that. So wow, very strong, very strong. I think the H264 thing is really showing over here. As you can see, there's some compression over here, but whatever, it's fine. It's YouTube after all. Everything's in H264, so yeah, doesn't matter that much. It's fine, whatever. It's not really the most professional. It's not meant to be that professional. We're not streaming this on Netflix or anything like that. Basically same thing. We have the mosaic blur. It basically kind of repeats with some same principles, and it like yeah. There's this thing, ting, and as you can see, the reason why I have the red, green, and blue channels on a manual thing, like I did a manual chromatic aberration, so I can keyframe that properly. I could have done this on the key. No, I could not do that because it's just one node, and I wanted to be able to manipulate each colored channel with my own keyframes, with my own will. Because if I do that with the chromatic aberration, it would just do the chromatic aberration, like the red and green channels, like all together, like simultaneously. So yeah. As you can see, I have some markers over here labeled bold. These are just for the timing. You could probably see some of the markers over here. I often use markers to assist myself when I edit with the beats, since the DaVinci Resolve has a really strong snapping, so compared to Premiere Pro. And in Premiere Pro, you don't even have to it doesn't even snap on the marker. I don't think so, unless there's a setting. So yeah. I forgot to mention that these movements are not possible. Like the adjustment layers over here, like you can see, I've keyframed the positions and everything, and it like changes the positions below this layer, this adjustment layer. You cannot do that in Premiere Pro. So yeah, I could this whole thing basically impossible in Premiere Pro. I need to pretty much do this in After Effects with a different null layer instead of an adjustment layer. So yeah, now that I think about it, I think a null layer may not be that bad in Premiere Pro. May serve a purpose. So yeah, I think you could just like not do a you just not like have to nest it and like move it and all that stuff. So yeah, it's very cool. Alright, solid color, transition, we're moving to a next scene. Boom, boom, boom. If it plays correctly. Oh, the playback is crapping. These are basically just the same principle. We have some fusion compositions. I changed it to red. And music, this is now Pigstep, since this music video sort of is Pigstep. He's dancing to Pigstep. He was dancing to Style over here. So yeah, whatever. Same principle basically. Different, just different beats, different music instruments or whatever. It's basically just yeah, different. I'm also keyframing this, of course. There's more again, more control over the position and everything. I also made some abstract, so it looks kind of, you know, abstract over here. It looks yeah, it looks a bit drawn or whatever. Look at it over here. It's a bit, it looks a little funny. That's because it's abstraction. Let's move over there. Yeah, it looks fairly okay. But yeah, this part over here, I can show you a demonstration. It's basically I'm basically cutting the different channels, showing different clips, different channels. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making this. Actually, the whole thing overall, I just had a lot of fun making. It looks freaking awesome. It looks really nice when I did it. Yeah, so some of them overlap, some of them are just off, the timing's a bit off, like the same video, but the timing's a bit off. No, maybe not. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's cool either way. So, yeah. It's still, the blue channel's still at the top, the red channel's at the bottom. So, yeah. Doesn't really matter that much to me because we're using the ad composite, so, yeah. Yeah, that basically is it. And no, not basically it. Oh, this is the adjustment clip. Oh, light race. We have light race. Look at this. We have different individual channels over here. This the one is the red. This was the green. That one's the blue. If it shows, thank you very much. I probably could have just did a little bit of color correction over here actually, but whatever. It doesn't matter that much. We have edge detect over here. So basically the outlines. So yeah. Yeah, that looks really cool, and it goes with the light rays as well, so it's awesome. We have the red edge attack as well, and yeah, that looks pretty cool. I also have this little timing thing, the 222 thing. I cannot show it to you right now because the DaVinci Resolve is like really slow at this point. So yeah, yeah, these are just like ellipse nodes that are not solid and with like a border that's like high or whatever. I made the composite mode different, so there's this little like thing effect around it. So yeah, it's not just white. So yeah, that's basically it. A little bit of color grading. Yes, color grading. Yeah. Oh, this also done this. There are like little rays over here when once impacted in the adjustment clip. I actually used Fusion for this one, just so I can like finesse it a little bit. I had to like, I was going to use a planar tracker, but like to track the mask because it's moving, but whatever, it's fine for me. I also did some more vignetting for some reason. I think it just to make it a little bit cooler, I think. So yeah. So that's basically it. I feel like the reason why everything's a bit slow is because of this clip over here. There is a little thing. Yeah, it's basically yeah. But first I should probably mention, yeah, we're basically at the end. This is basically kind of an outro now. Basically the end of Adventure Gaming HQ. We basically have Narjom. Basically I'm talking about what he's doing now, what he's doing over here. I think it's over here, yeah. Yeah. As you can see, he's doing something else. He's doing less Minecraft related things, so yeah, that's cool. And I realized that I realized something about this, and that's basically he's pretty much happy what he's doing, and I should not really care about the no one really should really care about the views when they're happy. So yeah, that's basically it. I did reuse the After Effects file. I think I slowed it down a little bit, but I did some color correction. I did some vignetting. So yeah. Not color correction, color grading. There's a difference between the two terms. So yeah. This over here is just me just a recording of me, of a time lapse of me just yeah, building the outro over here, which is really computing it's like intensive, like computing intensive. As you can see, when I was building this, it was kind of going inside the thing and all that stuff. You can probably see the little time lapse over here. So yeah, at the end result over here, the like nodes, the node tree over here is just it doesn't look as complicated. It's pretty complicated. To be honest, I did learn a little bit of things, but I'm not very well well versed into it. I basically made some displacements. I used the fast noise and mask the fast noise displace that just so I can create these little mountains and make it move at the same time. So like without having to manually do things. So yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. So there's a lot of. I probably could have just used something. Probably could have do like a less of a size thing. Oh yeah, the lighting over here. All right, so I could probably just made it smaller, but yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's why there's a lot of computational stuff. The directional lighting has some stuff in them that's, you know, colors and all that stuff. Just so there's these little colors over here. As you can see, they're very subtle, but yeah, like really subtle. But yeah, there's some coloring over here. So they're at the like yeah, it looks really subtle, but it's going to appear really well. So we basically take this to the render 3D node with the OpenGL renderer. So we can take advantage of the GPU. I think it does take advantage of the GPU. And of course we need lighting so we can show it. And look at that. It looks completely dull. So basically add a glow. And we basically mask the middle so it doesn't look stupid. Doesn't look overblown in the middle because the lines are really close together. So yeah. And then we add another exponential glow, which is from the fuses in I basically imported a fuse, like a kind of like a extension or a add-on. So yeah. And next one are just the is the sun. I basically made some ellipse node background color correction and then put this in the image plane. I probably didn't need to put this through the renderer, but whatever. Basically did some rays over here, and yeah, it looks very good. There's this weird thing for some reason it does that, so yeah, whatever, it's fine, I guess. We basically use the this combined with this renderer to mask this. So we basically have this thing, which is basically kind of like the sky, the freaking blue thing over here. I also did that with the I had to do the glow and exponential glow, of course. I didn't need to mask anything because, you know, we're not affecting the middle over here, this like particular middle, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm sharing the camera 3D note. I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have I probably could have done something better with the sky because it, like, you could tell that it's like really close, like the sky itself is really close. So yeah, that's basically it for the rendering thingy thong. So yeah, so yeah, yeah, that's basically all that is in this video. Basically, yeah, I had quite a bit of fun making this. I'm happy that I was able to make this video and be able to release it on my birthday. It is a bit rushed though, despite it taking like 7 months to make or whatever, or like no, 9 months actually. I started in January, and yeah, I'm happy with the results. I could have done some quality checks, of course, because there's some improvements that needed to be made, but I didn't do that because I wanted to release this on my birthday. So yeah, but overall, I really like the outcome of this video. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I'm happy with the video that I made. There's only a couple of views, only viewed by like 43 people or something. But I'm fine with it. I don't mind. I'm happy with what I do, just as he's happy, just as Alex is happy with his work and all that stuff. So yeah. Yeah, that's basically the project breakdown of the Adventure Gaming HQ project. So yeah, there's nothing much that needs to be said. Yeah. Yeah, what a journey. I learned quite a bit. Do need to learn some key stuff, but it's fine. So yeah. But that's basically it. I should probably end this now. Thank you for watching, and that's going to be it. Yeah. Okay, bye bye. Probably forgotten something, but whatever, it's okay. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.